Hey everybody, welcome back to the Court of Random Opinion. My name is Lauren Neidigh. We have some new documents tonight from Isabela Ferrer. As you guys probably know by now, she played the younger version of Blake Lively's character in the movie It Ends With Us. Um, Recently, the Wayfair parties had filed a motion because they were unable to serve her through traditional means. They used a process server. They also contacted her lawyer multiple times. They didn't hear back from the lawyer. The process server was obviously unsuccessful, so they had, filed in court to serve her in a different way. Her attorney has now filed on her behalf, the same attorney that they couldn't hear back from when they were trying to serve her. And they have said, that his subpoena that they're trying to serve him with is harassing. She's asking for sanctions. She's saying this is part of a larger coordinated campaign against her. It's all just very bizarre to me. She's saying that this was, somehow designed to get her bad press. And I'm sitting here thinking, if you had accepted the subpoena, nobody would know about it right now. So that's the kind of one of the weirder parts of this to me. It's like nobody needed to know that you were subpoenaed. If you had just accepted the subpoena, it wouldn't have shown up on the docket. I mean, I guess if they filed a motion to quash it would have, but still, this. So she's saying they're making it seem basically like she's trying to dodge this, and I'm like, well, are you trying to dodge this? Because I was kind of giving her the benefit of the doubt on a lot of stuff. I feel like a lot of people were really sympathetic. But this response is not going to elicit the reaction that she had hoped. But here, let's we'll see what they had to say. Some of this stuff, I might not understand some of the finer like legal details and stuff, and I'll have a lawyer jump in with me this week, probably tomorrow, to help explain some of that stuff better than I can. So we'll do the best we can tonight. But this is just bizarre. So, one sec. Okay, hopefully it's big enough to read. We'll go in a little bit further. How's that? All right. I saw somebody say, is Isabela going to join the Marvel Cinematic Universe? Oh, God. You guys are funny. Okay. Hang on, let me just get some Red Bull for this one, because like I said, this is nutty. That's better. I need caffeine. All right. The instant motion for leave to serve third-party Isabela Ferrer by alternative service is yet another attempt by Justin Baldoni and his affiliated entities, collectively Baldoni, to harass non-party Isabela Ferrer and draw her deeper into litigation and disputes that she has done her best to avoid. Okay, well, when you're a material witness to something like this, you don't really get to avoid it. This is Ms. Ferrer's first filing in this court, but she was pulled into the discovery fray in February 2025 when Blake Lively delivered a subpoena to her, Lively subpoena, to delve into allegations about Ms. Ferrer that Baldoni included in his original complaint. In response, Ms. Ferrer tendered a demand for indemnity to It Ends With Us movie, as mandated in her day/weekly player contract for theatrical motion pictures, the acting agreement. So what's going on right now has nothing to do with their complaint because it was dismissed, except for some of the claims where they had a chance to amend, but they decided not to. So Justin's complaint is actually not really the relevant issue here. It's the stuff in Blake's complaint. So, and she was either largely speculated or, at some point alluded to as far as the other alleged actresses on set who had made some sort of complaint. So we don't have confirmation of that, but it's very heavily speculated. And so it does seem like she has some relevant information, especially if she has text messages with Blake and the like that talk about Justin, that kind of thing. It doesn't have anything to do with his complaint even. He's defending himself against allegations of sexual harassment, among other things. So this doesn't really make sense to me, but sure. Whatever. From that point forward, Baldoni has tried to manipulate, threaten, control, and otherwise act inappropriately towards Miss Ferrer. I doubt that he's tried to speak to her, but okay. In fact, Baldoni's legal team has gone so far as citing a phony case, which Ms. Ferrer's counsel discovered as an AI hallucination to support a frivolous legal position. So this here, I will say, if they actually used AI and came up with and because AI does that, it'll come up with fake legal cases. If they actually used AI, these like high-priced attorneys, I would be fucking pissed if I were the client. But remember, we don't have a response from them yet, so I'm not going to harp on that too much. Just saying, if that's true, then that's a big problem. All right. But it did not stop there. The filing of the instant motion is yet another attempt to manipulate the press to create havoc on a young, up-and-coming, and talented actress. Well, flatter yourself, why don't you? And to violate this court's policies on the publishing of non-party personally identifying information. Okay, well, that is, something that's come up a lot recently, obviously in the docket with all these non-parties filing stuff, especially with the PII, how addresses and phone numbers and stuff aren't getting redacted. All I can really say to that is that, generally speaking, I agree this is a problem, especially with non-parties. However, you are not fucking special in this regard. Like, everybody's address and everything is been out there. They've only recently, come out and said, we need to make a better attempt to redact these things before filing, or the judge finally said that. And that was like last week. Was it last week? I'm not sure. All right. As set forth herein, there is no need for the court to grant the press garnering motion, but instead sanction Baldoni for engaging in such obvious sharp practice. So she doesn't even have the subpoena. Like, they didn't serve her with this subpoena, and she's a material witness to this case. So this is, in my opinion, kind of stupid, but that's just me, I guess. All right. Okay, I know this was a typo, but it got me. Mary Oaks says, let's see how well Miss Ferret's movies do. Okay. The primary reason to deny the motion is that it fails to meet the applicable legal standard for the relief Baldoni seeks. Baldoni prematurely brought the motion without conducting the diligence necessary to support a motion for leave to serve a discovery subpoena on Ms. Ferrer by means other than personal service. In what way, though? Because they did try multiple times. They did the due diligence and outlined that. The motion discloses no efforts made by Baldoni to determine Ms. Ferrer's actual residential or business address, nor does it offer a scintilla, is that how you say that? Scintilla of evidence to demonstrate that Ms. Ferrer has in any way attempted to avoid personal service of Baldoni's document subpoena. They did, though. They did all of that. So that doesn't even make sense. To the contrary, by responding to the Lively subpoena, Ms. Ferrer has already proven that when faced with a valid subpoena in this matter, she will comply with her obligations. Well, then why didn't you, as her attorney, accept that on her behalf like you're supposed to? There is no proper foundation to support the motion, and Baldoni's true motivations will be revealed herein. Great, great. Love this. Well, I'm sure she just lost a bunch of fans. Unfortunately, the motion is just the latest in a broader pattern of conduct by Baldoni to bully Ms. Ferrer. Are you fucking nuts? Earlier, Baldoni tried to leverage compliance with contractual indemnity obligations owed to Ms. Ferrer in an effort to take control of Ms. Ferrer's response to the Lively subpoena. Huh? Baldoni then tried to leverage compliance with those same indemnity obligations as a quid pro quo for Ms. Ferrer to instruct her attorney to accept service of the Baldoni subpoena on her behalf. Stated another way, yes, please do, Baldoni refused to honor contractual obligations unless Ms. Ferrer agreed to certain demands. I don't think that's true. I'm going to say that that's probably bullshit, but we have to wait till they respond to see. Ms. Ferrer rightfully refused to tie her indemnity rights to any other issue in Baldoni's dispute with Lively. While Ms. Ferrer will faithfully comply with her legal obligations under any subpoena, well, obviously not, summons or court order, she obviously will not be intimidated or extorted by any party to otherwise participate in the proceedings. Yeah. Baby, no. This is This is ridiculous. What do we got, a little cunt junior here? What's going on? Like, what the fuck is this? Finally, though the motion does not directly raise the substance of the Baldoni subpoena, the court should consider it when determining whether to give Baldoni special treatment for the manner in which it is served. Even the most cursory review of the Baldoni subpoena demonstrates its harassing nature. Are you okay? What is happening here? So the same exact thing has happened on the other side of this lawsuit. We've seen Blake Lively take the same steps, and the judge grant her permission to serve people via LinkedIn or Instagram. For example, it demands the production of all documents produced in connection with any subpoena in the action. There is no rational reason to demand that Ms. Ferrer, who is not a party to this action, reproduce materials that have already been produced by her or others in litigation. So we don't actually know that they're only asking for stuff she's already produced. It seems like a massive assumption to me. And she hasn't been served with a subpoena. So, okay. Michelle says, wow, they really extorted Lauren then. Yeah, dude. Yeah. She says, great, another big fucking pile of bullshit lies. Yep. Certainly sounds like that was what we're looking at. But, okay. I mean, people are gonna... Because the text messages that she sent Justin were a pretty crucial piece of this. These sexual harassment allegations. Especially since she's speculated to be one of these people who made complaints, right? So the messages she sent him where she's like thanking him for being so kind and for making it a safe environment and stuff like that. Maybe not using those exact words, but we've all seen them. That was a pretty big deal. But if she did, as she is alleged to have done, send Blake text or something like that, complaining about Justin, are you like this entitled that you would freak out like this over being asked for that? How about the guy who gave you your start in your career just needs you to participate on a reasonable basis in this legal action? Why don't you just accept service of the subpoena? This is fucking bizarre. For all of these reasons, which are discussed at length below, Ms. Ferrer respectfully asked the court to deny the motion in its entirety and impose appropriate sanctions against Baldoni. All right. Isabela Ferrer is a talented actress who... Okay, flatter yourself some more, why don't you? Isabela Ferrer is a talented actress who, a few years ago, broke into feature films. One of her first film roles was in It Ends With Us. Although her role in the film was important, she only spent 4 days on set and was paid a small sum for her work. Right, but she was also present in the aftermath of all of that when they were promoting the film and all this stuff about the smear campaign and all that shit allegedly started. If anyone could speak to Blake Lively's mindset during that, she'd be one of those people. Isabela has little to do with the operative facts and events of this case, but that has not stopped her from being pulled into the dispute by Baldoni in a number of different ways. This is just not fucking true. Baldoni made minimal reference to Ms. Ferrer in the original complaint Baldoni filed against Lively. Right, that's not the case at issue. So what would you like us to do with that information? Those are certainly all words. Now, what would you like me to do with them? Not surprisingly, some of the text messages Ms. Ferrer sent Baldoni were very positive and included the types of comments one would expect from a young actress to make the director and producer of her first feature film. Only if she really liked him and meant what she was saying. Jesus. Baldoni used these texts to craft the narrative that after Ms. Ferrer spent substantial time with Lively during film promotions, Ms. Ferrer felt compelled to shun Baldoni in repudiation of her warm words. And Baldoni's complaint made no other allegations that directly referenced Ms. Ferrer. Baldoni's lawyer-crafted narrative is far from reality or the true facts, but nonetheless, it created a situation where even those minimal allegations were enough to drag Ms. Ferrer into this litigation. This is bullshit. Stated more bluntly, Baldoni appropriated Ms. Ferrer's narrative without her permission simply to create a self-serving image for the public and the press. That is stupid as fuck. Appropriated Ms. Ferrer's narrative? Are you insane? Like, you sent him those text messages. Are you nuts? Ironically, the allegations against Baldoni are those that mimic a harasser, and his recent actions surely support that view. You are... Oh my... Wow. Well, all my sympathy for her just went out the window. Hey, what's going on, Elsie? I want to join this, making me so angry. Hang on, I'll send you a link on Instagram. Give me 1 second. Sorry, I just read it. That's by accident. Here we go. Yeah, check your Instagram messages. I'll send you a link. There you go. All right. Ms. Ferrer became involved in the litigation by way of the lively subpoena. Congratulations. You and me both, sister. Except only one of us was actually harassed by a subpoena because I'm not a witness to this bullshit. Baldoni demanded that Ms. Ferrer relinquish control of her response to the lively subpoena to Wayfarer. Shortly after Ms. Ferrer received the lively subpoena, she sent notice to It Ends LLC, pursuant to her acting agreement, to demand that It Ends indemnify her in connection with her response to the lively subpoena. The acting agreement includes an express provision requiring It Ends to keep Ms. Ferrer fully and effectually indemnified from and against any and all proceedings, costs, and expenses incurred by Ms. Ferrer arising in connection with the development, production, or exploitation of the film. In a response letter from counsel for It Ends and Wayfarer, dated February 28th, so like 6 months ago, It Ends conditionally agreed to indemnify Ms. Ferrer as required by the acting agreement. The condition, however, was a serious one. The February 28th letter demanded that Ms. Ferrer confirm that she will surrender control of her response to Wayfarer. Okay. Here's the footnote. It says, the full statement from Baldoni's counsel reads, please confirm that your letter constitutes notice of a pending claim or claims, specifically Ms. Ferrer's response to the subpoena mentioned in your letter, and the costs and expenses, including reasonable attorney's fees that Ms. Ferrer is incurring and will incur in connection therewith, and that by your letter, Ms. Ferrer demands that Wayfarer undertake the defense thereof and offers to surrender control thereof to Wayfarer. Well, if they're asking her to do that, or if she's asking them to take over the defense and to pay for all that, then shouldn't she? That doesn't make any sense. Like, what's the fucking problem? I don't know. So, like, that's what I'm saying. There's some stuff in here that a lawyer is going to have to answer these questions because I'm like, what the hell are you talking about, lady? Hold on. Hey, Elsie.
Girl, what the actual fuck?
No, this is crazy.
See from the very beginning, and hi everybody. I'm not trying to take over Lauren's thing, but I was like, I'm pissed because
Yeah.
people were trying to infantilize her. People were trying to give her grace. She is so young. Fuck that.
No, I certainly did. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I
did.
was like, no, guys, that's a grown woman. That's a
Apparently.
grown woman.
Yeah.
This is messed up in so many ways. And first of all, you asked for indemnification. You wanted It Ends with Us LLC and wait for it to pay for everything.
Uh-huh.
You were like, well, because I work for you and I kind of got into this mess, why didn't you ask Blake to pay for your, because Blake subpoenaed you first. And you didn't come and say Blake dragged you in here, but now you have your lawyer saying Justin Baldoni is dragging you in here and trying to cause like a chaos with the press. Are you shitting me?
Yeah, this is crazy, man.
Really? You're gonna
The only thing I can think of is that if she has to, hey buddy, what's going on? If she has to give up her messages and stuff, it's got to be something that makes her look pretty bad.
That's what I'm saying. It's got to be, there is facts in there of Blake quite literally grooming her. And I said that in my last video. I'm like, these RFPs are not bad. Like, if I'm Isabela, like, why are you hiding from these requests for productions?
Right.
Unless there are messages between you and Blake where she's legitimately like coaching you on what to say.
Honestly, I think she probably said some shit she wish she hadn't said.
And probably because she was trying to curry favor because Blake threw Taylor Swift's name around too many times and was like, she's probably was like, oh my God, if I'm gonna be having sleepovers and I'm gonna be wearing her clothes and her shoes, I gotta suck up to her. But that's not a young thing to do. That's a clicky thing to do. So I hate it. And my videos will tell the truth from the beginning when everybody was like, give her a favor, she's young, give her grace. That woman, that's a woman. And this is making me more mad. I'm not trying to take over your thing at all, but like I'm so pissed off.
You're good. Don't worry about it.
And her lawyers, including those DMs. First of all, those DMs are the most mild DMs. The only bad thing I saw somebody call it her bitch, and they censored themselves. Like,
Actually, I haven't gotten. I mean, I read them before I got on here, but we haven't read them yet. But like, yeah, I mean, there's some stuff in there that's
I'm
it's annoying.
furious.
Like, I wouldn't do that shit. But like at the same
Yeah,
time,
like I'm not
it's not like your
DMing
life is
her.
over. Like, family.
Exactly. Like don't DM her, but like none of the DMs people send her are like threatening
No,
or harassing. They're like, girl, tell the truth. And if
I
you
guarantee you, we got worse DMs than that recently.
I'm
So
telling you. And if you felt the need to send those as like part of the docket, it tells me like you're stretching. Your lawyer wanted to have more things on the docket to charge you more money for it because that made
Mhm.
no sense to include. I'm so pissed off.
Yep. Man, this is
Oh
just
my God. I'm sorry, you guys, that it sounds like I'm taking over, but like I needed to vent. And my husband is not home. I'm with a child. So like he doesn't understand. So
yeah.
I'm like, I need an adult.
It's all
I
good.
need
Well,
an
you
adult.
shouldn't have come to me if you want an adult. I don't know about that,
I'm
but you
like,
know,
I need an adult who will understand what's happening. This
yeah.
is ridiculous. Blake got
This
to
this
her. It's too late.
this
Blake got to her. We can't help her.
No, this statement here, like what they're saying about the indemnification and how they should relinquish control of the defense. If they're paying for and defending you, shouldn't you give them control of your
Give
response?
of your responses because they're
Is
paying
that
for
not
your
appropriate?
lawyers.
Is that not appropriate? Like, what the hell are you talking about?
As far as I see it, I'm gonna text Jenny, see if she can get back to me because
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
this makes no sense to me at all.
Okay, yeah,
Because oh my God, now like I knew it the moment she deleted those pictures and stuff. Oh, this is a good move for her. She's doing the right thing. Apparently the fuck not.
no. So Baldoni team sought to respond from Miss Ferrer, however they wanted, not actually allowing Miss Ferrer to provide the documents that reveal the true facts. Well, what the fuck are you talking about? You're sitting here not accepting this subpoena so you can turn over the relevant documents, and you want to say these people made you do that? No, you wouldn't accept service of their subpoena.
Let's take a look at this because I want to see real quick. What are they asked? Did you go over the RFPs? Because there's nothing in
No,
the
I didn't.
request for productions that's crazy enough for her to feel like. Let me go over them with you real quick. I have them pulled up on here. I'm
Okay,
just if you unless you want to pull it up on here to show people, it's a 618 attachment one.
six
uh
eighteen. What am
yeah,
I on?
document 618. I'm looking at it on my phone. I'm on my iPad. So
Yeah.
just before you pull it up, you guys, the first request for production they're asking for from Isabel Ferrer is all documents relating to any discriminatory, harassing, retaliatory, inappropriate, or unwelcome action, conduct, or statement made during the production, editing, or promotion of the film. You could just say non-applicable, bitch. It doesn't exist.
What page are we on here?
It's all the way on the last page 6.
6.
Yeah, page 6. Like these requests for production should be the easiest thing a person should ever have to give up. These are easier than what you guys had to give up in your subpoena.
Right, exactly. Ridiculous.
So just for everybody watching, this is what the welfare parties are asking for Isabella for. And you look at these and tell me where's the commotion? What warranted her lawyer said in a 23-page
Yep.
motion to not provide these things?
Hmm.
So, because
Man, I don't know.
if I'm Isabella and say nothing happened to me, request number one, not applicable. It doesn't exist. Request number two, all documents relating to any complaints, grievances, or report, whether formal or informal, oral or written, of harassment, discrimination, retaliation, workplace misconduct, or any inappropriate conduct or statements made to any persons during the production, editing, or promotion of the film. It doesn't exist.
Right.
Number three, all documents relating to any intimate scenes of the film, her intimate scenes with Alex, provide that. All
Okay.
communications between,
Pretty
like,
simple.
it's pretty fucking simple. Yeah, I'm sorry. All
Yeah.
this is where, and I said in my video, number 4 is gonna be juicy. All communications between you and Lively
Yeah, that's the
relating
one
to
she's kind
the
of
film,
done.
exactly, relating to the film, any way for a defendant or the action, and that's what's fucking her up.
Right,
She
exactly.
can't do number 4, and she can't do all of them and leave number 4 out because that's Zinger.
Right.
Are you kidding me? This response is making me so mad because like I felt like this would have been the easiest thing for her to do, just give it up, wash your hands and go away.
Yep.
But to fight back like this for these goddamn requests for productions,
It's not like they asked for her fucking bank account.
literally, like number 1, number 2, number 3, easy. Number 5, all documents produced in connection with any subpoena action, easy. Number 4, all communications between Justin and Jamie, easy. So number 4 is eating her up.
Right, exactly.
Oh my
Jesus
God.
Christ. That is so crazy, man.
I'm so pissed off because again, I hated the fact that everybody wanted to give her grace.
Yeah. Well, the
And
thing is,
she's
this
shoving
is
the grace
gonna,
up her ass.
you know what the headlines are gonna look like tomorrow. You
Oh
know,
yeah, for sure. For
that's gonna be a mess.
sure. I could already guess. I can already tell you what TMZ is about to be like. It could
Well,
like
these people are
could it
fucking
be?
diabolical, man. It's
Could it be
terrible.
that Isabela also was going through? Oh my days. The
Yeah,
job never ends.
right.
This is ridiculous. You guys in the chat, like I don't know if you understand, but like this was supposed to be the easiest subpoena served, the easiest
Right.
subpoena
You know?
returned. Out of
Yeah.
all the subpoenas, this was supposed to be the easy one.
Yeah.
And it's like now we're pulling teeth. Oh my god.
Yeah.
I'm having palpitations.
Ms. Ferrer was not willing to turn over control of her response to the lively subpoena to Baldoni or anyone else for that matter, which led to a protracted dispute over it ends LLC's indemnity obligations. Aspects of that dispute help explain Ms. Ferrer's frustration with her dealings with Baldoni and his counsel, as well as the distrust those dealings have fostered. Well, it's kind of like you can't have it all your way. If you want them to pay for it and to defend you, you kind of have to do it their way. But at the same time, it's like, no, I want to do it my way. So okay, then you have your lawyer, hire your lawyer, pay your
Hire your
lawyer.
own lawyer and pay
Right.
for your own lawyer. But again, Lauren, like, and I don't know if maybe I'm belaboring the point, but I don't understand what the confusion is. Even if you like you're not trying to get yourself involved like this, Isabella, like your job is you don't even have to show up for shit.
Yeah.
Hand over 1, 2, 3 is a no-brainer. Four,
Right.
5, 6, 7. I mean 5, 6, 7 no-brainer. So number 4 must be fucking you up so badly that like you have to fight it. Like
Yeah.
I don't understand how this is difficult at all. Like in my mind, when I saw, and again, I said in my video when the subpoena came out, and I said her request for productions are the easiest I've seen. The only juicy part is number 4.
Mm-hmm.
So for your lawyer to come back with a 23-page response,
Yeah. And then they got all those exhibits in the other one too.
what
So
the hell are you? Can you imagine the conversations she was having with this woman? Oh
I don't,
my
I'm just gonna say
God.
this. If I had to, and I have no evidence of this whatsoever, but if I had to guess, I would say that she was saying some very bitchy things that she now regrets, and like she knows that's gonna make her look freaking terrible if this
But
case turns out that he didn't harass her. If he gets off and he like defends himself successfully, she's gonna look like an asshole.
facts. But do you also think it's just stuff that she was saying, or do you think like there is solid evidence between her and Lively's like communications, possibly where like Blake was sending her stuff and maybe she wasn't debunking anything. She
Yeah.
was probably like, you know how Michael Proctor, you didn't watch the Karen Reed thing, but like
No.
maybe she was hearting certain things or exclamation certain things or thumbs up to certain things. Like, what the hell are you hiding that you think you need to respond like this?
Yeah. I don't know, man.
My flabber is gasted.
Yeah. Right.
My flabber is hella gasted. What?
Yeah.
I did not see this coming. I'm sorry,
So
but like this
have
is
you
throwing
seen
me.
have you seen this part about the AI hallucinated citations?
I saw that shit. I literally I made a video to post on TikTok before I came on here, and as soon
Yeah.
as I started reading that, I stopped in my tracks. I said, "What the fuck is this?"
So I only know of that because I know someone else who used ChatGPT for something like this.
Oh my god.
No one that you know. It's not like a mutual person, but like somebody
Okay.
who used ChatGPT for a legal thing, and they had like an AI hallucination, and so it was like a
Mhm.
case that doesn't exist. I'm like, first of all, AI is supposed to be smarter than that, bro. But second, um, the thing is like, I don't know if this is true or not. This could
This
very
is.
much not be
I've
true
never
because
seen that thing though. Have you
right,
seen that? Whatever they're referring to?
the AI hallucination citation.
Yeah.
Yes, I've seen that before. Not here,
Oh,
not in
okay.
this, but I've seen that happen.
I'm beside myself,
The
girl.
thing is, like, if some high priced lawyer was using AI for their citations on this kind of stuff, I would be pissed.
Yeah.
I'd be so pissed. So if that is true, that's a huge problem. But I'm saying I don't fucking know if it's true or not. So
I don't know what the
yeah,
heck. I,
right.
I, I don't know if you can tell. Like I'm not speechless often, which I'm still not today. But like I didn't expect this.
Hmm.
Did you like in the least think you get a response like this from her subpoena?
No,
What the
no, not at
hell,
all.
man?
I figured they would do the way of like Cynthia Barnes and stuff like that, where they would be like, okay, the lawyer will accept
Yeah, the
service.
lawyer will accept. When I clicked
Like they
that
would just put
thing,
it off. They put
when
it
I
off, and then
clicked, when I saw the opposing to motion for leave and it said 23 pages, I'm like, what the fuck are they talking about for 23 pages?
right.
Like I'm still shocked here. My
Yeah.
son is looking at me like, girl, what's going on? Mind your business. Like
Hmm.
it's what the heck, Isabella?
Yeah, this is all crazy, man. This is so crazy. All right. Let's see. It ends LLC's conduct in negotiating the terms of the indemnity greatly delayed the process and any related indemnification to Miss Ferrer in a transparent attempt to put financial pressure on Miss Ferrer as her legal costs mounted. Dude, dude. if you want them to pay for it, you have to hold up your end of the deal.
This is ridiculous.
Those delays continued even after the parties entered into a written contract in late May 2025 submission agreement, which defined a process that would allow a neutral, retired judge to review Ms. Ferrer's attorney invoices to determine whether the services and fees billed are subject to indemnification under the acting agreement. Okay, so what happened there? Let's see.
Jesus.
In fact, it was during the time period when Ms. Ferrer was pushing It Ends LLC to engage the agreed upon JAMS neutral. What's JAMS? I forgot.
Same. What's James?
Okay. JAMS neutral that it's not the acting agreement. That Baldoni reached out to Ms. Ferrer's attorney about accepting service of the Baldoni subpoena. Although the motion discusses the initial part of that outreach, it omits the salient facts that followed in violation of the well-settled obligation of candor to a tribunal. So this is the part I don't understand. That's why I'm gonna have to have Omar or somebody help me out with it tomorrow, because I don't want to give anyone the wrong information. But I'm like, this doesn't add up to me. But at the same time, that maybe there's some stuff I don't know, law-wise.
Yeah.
So I can't say with 100% certainty that all the indemnification stuff they're talking about is wrong. I can just say that it sounds fishy to me.
It does, because I mean, why would you even, if you know you're about to throw them for a loop and you were about to like pull their legs like this, why do you even ask for indemnification?
Right.
Just pay for your own stuff and then do what you want.
JAMS is a mediation.
Mediation and arbitration, yeah.
Okay. Got it. All right, let's see. Baldoni made accepting service of the Baldoni subpoena a quid pro quo to move forward with the process for handling contractual indemnification obligations owed to Ms. Ferrer. Baldoni's attorney, Jason Sunshine, sent an email to Sanford Mickelman, that's the guy who wrote this, Ms. Ferrer's counsel in the indemnity dispute late in the day on July 3rd, and just before the long holiday weekend. That email asked Mickelman to voluntarily accept service of the Baldoni subpoena on Ms. Ferrer's behalf. Not long after, Mitra Ahurian, who was representing It Ends in its indemnity dispute with Ms. Ferrer, separately sent Mr. Mickelman an email demanding that he confirm he will accept service of the Baldoni subpoena on Ms. Ferrer's behalf. The demand to accept service of the Baldoni subpoena came along with other demands to clarify or alter previously agreed upon terms of the parties' submission agreement, and at a time when the parties were working with JAMS to engage the agreed upon neutral. I think that doesn't add up there, but okay. Stated another way, Ms. Ferrer, yes, please do. Just, you can state it for the dumb way the first time for me, sir, in your future filings.
Then we don't have to go through it again.
Stated another way. I mean, I appreciate the effort, but just give me the stupid way the first time.
Let's do the jams for dummies in the beginning. Let's not do it back and forth.
Stated another way, Ms. Ferrer had no idea that Baldoni was attempting to serve her with this bullshit.
Like, okay. But like, what the hell?
No idea he was attempting to serve her with a subpoena, but only that he was trying to trade indemnity for acceptance. So,
oh my God.
They contacted her lawyer twice. That doesn't make sense that she doesn't know.
Like, why do you even not bother to respond as a lawyer? Like, nobody in your office? Nobody in your office could have returned the email?
Good Lord.
Jesus. Nah, this whole thing is pissing me off. I don't know if you can tell, but like, I'm pissed. I'm pissed.
Right.
And it start again. I think it pisses me off the most because people were trying to do the whole give her grace thing. Had we not done that, I'm like, yeah, whatever. She was gonna be weird from the beginning. But what exactly were we giving her grace for?
I don't fucking know at this point, man. I knew it made sense to me before, and now I forgot. So let's put it that way.
It never see, I'm clairvoyant. Y'all don't listen. Y'all need to start listening to Elsie more. Because I told y'all she's grown. She's grown from the beginning. She did not deserve grace.
Man, I don't know. I'm always going to be the one that's like giving everybody the benefit of the doubt at first. It bites me in the ass all the time, but I do it anyways.
So, did they say It Ends LLC? They couldn't even put It Ends with us LLC?
No, they're just abbreviating, I guess.
That's just lazy.
Yeah.
That's lazy. I guess they can't even respond to emails. How can I expect them to write the whole thing?
Right, exactly.
Because if I'm Wayfair, I'm like, I don't know who It Ends LLC is. It Ends LLC did not and would not send Miss for an executed copy of the. Yeah, I don't know who It Ends is. Maybe It Ends with us would have sent one. What the fuck? I'm so pissed off. My video is gonna be hilarious tomorrow morning. I was about to sit down to record my video, and I was like, nah, I got to talk about this live, so I don't sound angry in my video. But I think I'll still sound angry because this is ridiculous.
Yeah. Well, I'm at the point where I'm just kind of like, everything in this is pissing me off, even if there's stuff I don't understand. I try really hard. I try really hard to keep a little bit of a distance when I'm reading these to like not be so unreasonable, but at the same time, I'm just kind of like, you're pissing me the fuck off right now. Like,
oh my God.
Yeah.
And we're already on page 11. Like, what else do you have to tell me for like 11 more pages?
Well,
Like,
probably
I
just
don't.
to state another way,
What
40,000
could you
times.
possibly have to say for 11 more pages? Like, I don't want to know.
Yeah, right. Oh
And I'm
god.
very mad that especially the language they're using. If you guys are paying attention, the whole very much like Mr. Baldoni something inappropriate towards Miss Ferrer is very very problematic, because you know the headlines are gonna eat that shit up. Like, I think it was the first
Absolutely.
line or something
Well,
before the background.
yeah, they're gonna get wrecked tomorrow in the
Like,
headline.
it's
It'll
gonna
be
be,
fun.
and I hate that. That's what I always hate about this case, is that the
Yep.
people who are not following this, the headlines is like enough for them. And
Yeah.
already the comment section in TMZ is gonna start sounding like, oh, we knew he was guilty. He's always shut the fuck up.
You know, I
Read
know that shit firsthand now, don't I? Because I never asked to be on the cover of any fucking website, and then I was like 2 weeks ago, I was just like, why is my face everywhere? And second, why are they using that picture of my face? Like,
Oh my
bad.
god.
Yeah, yeah. And then of course they're like, the headline doesn't tell the story. It doesn't say that she subpoenaed me or whatever. It just says random YouTuber accuses Blake Lively of harassment. So I was just getting wrecked in all these like mainstream media comment sections. I was like, God damn! Like, does anybody read past the headline anymore? And the answer is no.
No, they don't. Especially in
No,
this case, the headline does the talking. Everybody stops. Everybody
no.
stops at the headline. Nobody
I
reads
mean,
anything.
there's so much beyond that. I feel like it's so important for people to pay attention to, and it sucks because they won't.
Like, do we take a bet on what the headline is gonna look like tomorrow? Isabel Ferrer definitely not on Justin Baldoni's side.
Yeah, it'll be something along the lines of, if I had to guess, it'll be something along the lines of another actress from It Ends With Us accuses Justin Baldoni of harassment.
Oh, young actress who played young Blake Lively. Let's do it. Because they have to make sure there's a direct connection to Blake to make it make sense. Actress who played young Blake Lively, most definitely not on Justin Baldoni's side, raises her own concerns of inappropriateness, because again, I think her lawyer set that one up. Her lawyer teed that word up perfectly, because they're gonna eat that shit up. I want to
Yep.
remember exactly how they put it, because I read
Oh,
that, and even
quote
though
me.
I know about this case, I read that and I was like, From that point forward, Baldoni has tried to manipulate, threaten, and control, and otherwise act inappropriately towards Miss Ferrer. Excuse me?
Bullshit. Bullshit.
Baldoni has acted inappropriately towards her. Somebody's
That
gonna
dude
read
has
that and think
stayed.
like,
That dude has stayed so far away from everybody. He's not doing press tours. He's not doing shit.
but there it goes. There's a headline. People are gonna read that and assume he was like dropping trowel in front of her. Here we
Exactly.
go.
Bullshit, dude.
Oh Jesus, you know what I'm not ready for?
What?
Is the ex partition guy.
I don't watch that guy, man.
It's I don't watch, I don't listen, but I already know. I already know it's gonna
Yeah.
find its way in his headline. It's gonna find a way
Oh,
there.
absolutely. No,
Red
he'll
alert.
have a field day with this. But that guy doesn't care about like accuracy at all. So I
Oh
mean,
my god.
he read my declaration and he was like, "Look, she's admitting that she was in contact with Wayfarer." Blah blah blah. It's like, no. If I send a fucking message to
As for
Jensen,
comment.
no, if I send a DM to fucking Drake right now, does that mean I'm in
you are not
contact
in
with him?
you're not in communication with Drake.
Should I be subpoenaed in Drake's lawsuit now?
Let's do that. I'm gonna send
He
one to
didn't answer my
Kendrick.
fucking DM, sir. Like,
Oh my
what the
god.
hell does that even mean? No, no, no. And the only reason I bring up Drake is because apparently, Gottlieb, who's a part of that lawsuit, is
Yeah.
also subpoenaing content creators, which is this cannot be a thing that happens regularly. This needs to stop.
This is crazy. I'm
Everything's
sick to
bonkers.
my stomach. I can't. Oh my god. I'm not gonna wake up tomorrow morning. I'm not gonna look. Cause first thing, TMZ is about to pop off. If they don't do it tonight, I don't
No,
know. Then
I was trying to have a nice night, just like relax, play some
same.
games,
I was
maybe
on
get
the
some stuff,
couch.
yeah, get some stuff ready for tomorrow. But then little cunt Junior here decided to throw a tantrum.
Con Junior. Lauren, you win. You win. You win. Con Junior, you
I'm
win.
so mad, man. I'm so mad. And like, I don't want anyone to harass this lady, right? I don't want
Same.
anyone to harass this lady. Nobody wants
Same.
that. But like, at the same time, it's like, dude, this is not going to help. This is going to make it so much worse. And I wish that there was something that we could do to stop that and just be like, yo, stop it. Like, knock it off. Because if sending
Girl.
someone DMs, like, they don't want to read those like negative DMs about themselves and stuff like that. Like, sending
Yeah.
someone unwanted communication, that is harassment.
Yeah.
And you shouldn't do that ever.
Somebody said if she didn't want DM, she should have left her comments open. I died when I saw
I
that.
understand the logic, but I still say please do
I
not send
love
this
it.
woman to
Yeah,
DM.
I definitely said in my video, I'm like, leave that, stay out her DMs, like leave her alone.
No,
But
like,
the
yeah, I'm
crazy
gonna
thing
stop.
is, I can be objective. Like, obviously, don't send her DM. I'm not doing that. But all the DMs I read are people pretty much like, girl, do the honorable thing, do the right thing. Nobody is like going crazy at her. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
I, I oh my days, I'm pissed off. We should
Yeah.
just know.
Yeah. Yeah.
We should just know that I'm pissed off. I don't know. I'm just mad at that fucking wording of that whole thing. And I know they're gonna highlight that. I swear to God, if you don't see that highlighted in People Magazine or TMZ, call me crazy and then come for $1. Because from that,
I'm staying off the headlines tomorrow.
oh
I
my
cannot
days. From
deal with
that
it. It'll be
point
so bad.
forward, Baldoni has tried to manipulate, threaten, control, and otherwise inappropriately act inappropriately towards her. That's gonna grind my all my days. I'm gonna be sick tomorrow all
Look,
day.
man, there's some outlets out there who will read into this so much and look for the most salacious thing ever. It'll be like Justin Baldoni unleashes biohazard into the universe because he didn't brush his teeth before he talked to Isabela Ferrer. Like it's the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen. Some of
It's
these headlines.
ridiculous. No, they dead ass gonna say he dropped trial. Watch. Cause acted
Oh my God,
inappropriately is crazy. They're gonna make it seem like that man dropped trial
inappropriately,
and ask that girl to
motherfucker.
look. I'm
God
sick to
damn.
my stomach.
Yeah,
I'm
this is
sick.
nasty. This whole thing is nasty. This is all disgusting. All right.
I don't know where to go from here.
Okay, so here, hang on. So Miss Hurrian almost immediately sent back an email after the, partially signed jams thing, I guess. Will you accept service of process on behalf of your client? Harassment! Harassment! Oh my god, what the fuck?
Oh my god.
That is insane. I can't believe she said that. Okay, no, I'm just kidding. Sarcasm, in case no one detected that.
They're gonna clip that.
So I'm just, yeah, right?
They're clipping that as we
You're
speak.
gonna just soundboard me gasping and saying harassment.
Harassment.
Inopportune times ever. Oh my god. Okay, so I'm gonna skim over the rest of this jam stuff because I want to talk about this with like Omar or somebody who can guide us because
Yeah.
we're just kind of pissed about the factual stuff. I feel like the
Yeah.
law stuff, you and I are not gonna. be,
Yeah,
totally on
same.
board with that.
Don't come for me for that.
Yeah, right. I mean, I did read somewhere that you were a lawyer.
I am. I am, according to the Daily Mail.
Oh, that was Daily Mail. Okay, okay, all right. Baldoni's motion led to negative publicity for Miss Ferrer. Okay, let me tell you something, baby. You are part of a movie that did pretty well in the box office, and now there's a lot of negative publicity around that movie, especially with this lawsuit. You are gonna get some shit, and I hate that for you. I hate that for everyone because
I
I think
love
that
that for
everybody.
her.
No, I think that everybody should be left alone. If like you don't, I don't think anyone should be DMing and harassing anybody. I think if you don't like, an actress or whatever, there's a certain extent where I think it's acceptable where it's like you're criticizing them on like a public forum or something where they're like performing for the public, you know what I mean? But like as
Yeah.
far as harassment and stuff like that goes, I think everyone should be left alone. So I don't like that for her.
Same.
I think that sucks. But
Yep.
at the same time, she was an actress, one of the main actresses in this very successful movie. You got to expect you're going to get some shit at some point. I mean, you and I get shit, and we're like, what are we like, little 20,000 YouTube people? Like,
Yep.
like seriously,
We're like a
yeah.
micro ecosystem of you like
Right.
content creation, and somehow people find their
Yeah,
way to us.
yeah. I mean, I got
I'm
I got
so
people in my freaking my old college email address inbox, which I never use, by the way. I
oh,
still
that's
have it connected.
crazy.
I got people in that. I was like, how do you even find my email address here,
That's next level.
bro? That was crazy. And then I got people saying, "Oh, we're gonna contact your employers and stuff. I can't believe you work in mental health. You're such a piece of crap." And people on Reddit calling me a verbal abuser. I was like, I've never talked to these people in my life. What are
Like
you talking
what?
about? Verbal abuse? Like what the
Oh my
hell?
god.
Yeah, I got like
Calling
crazy, crazy
calling
shit.
people's employers crazy. It's like
Fucking nuts, dude. My
okay.
my boss didn't care at all because I emailed my bosses before that happened. I was like, listen, I got some crazy people who like don't really like me right now, so you might get some messages. And
No,
they
but
they
it's
don't
like that's
care.
extreme. I feel like okay, I'm not doing this on their clock. You think what I can't have a life?
Yeah,
Like
exactly.
when
Yeah.
I clock out, you think I'm supposed to go wait and turn to stone? No, this is my hobby. Blake is my favorite hobby right now. Blake Lively is my favorite fucking hobby, and I'm enjoying the shit out of it. Are you kidding me? Do you think I'm
Yeah,
no?
it's hard not to feel super invested in this because it seems like there's just so much of this aspect of like somebody who's has all this money and power and is getting away with doing such wrong to somebody who is so like kind and genuine and like really just wanted to make a difference with this movie and the way she took it over and all that. I feel like it's almost like a I don't want to say David and Goliath because it's not like Justin doesn't have any status or money because he was in Jane the Virgin and all that, so he's not a nobody. But at the
Yeah.
same time, it does have this little like it's the big guy versus the little guy into it. So it's kind of like it's hard not to pay a lot of attention to that because it's like, well, look at what could happen to the rest of us. And then at one point, it was just that. It was look at what could happen to the rest of us.
Yes.
And then they actually dragged a bunch of us, 107 of us, in here.
And then just before you guys
Yeah,
could stand up for yourself and the judge could make a decision, they were like,
right.
we take it back. Never
Pass. Yeah,
mind. Never
right.
mind.
And I think it's fucking bullshit. People can get away with that.
Which pissed me off because there was no way the judge was going to deny you guys motions to quash. They were going to
Yeah.
be granted, and that was not going to look good for them. That's why they took it
Yeah,
back.
exactly. All right, let's see. Baldoni's motion led to negative publicity, blah, blah, blah. As with many filings in this case, the motion generated public interest. Ms. Ferrer has felt the effects of the public comments about the motion. You and me both, sister. For example, an Us Weekly article. Okay, you think an Us Weekly article is like an example of why
Negative publicity.
Because baby, I also got an Us Weekly
Us
article.
Weekly article.
And you don't see me sitting here like accusing Justin Baldoni of harassment for it. You know what I mean? Like so. And I didn't even ask those people to talk about me. It's just like the most random thing ever.
I'm sick. I'm sick of this shit.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but like I don't know if you guys can tell how dumbfounded I am. I did not see this coming at all. Like as clairvoyant as I feel like I am, this did not there was nothing that gave she was gonna come back with this at all.
No, this is the most random bullshit I've probably seen in a long time.
Oh.
Of all the things that I've seen in this case, it's like you expect like the Leslie Sloan stuff, what she does. You expect Ryan Reynolds to take swipes at Baldoni's former quotes and stuff in his responses. You expect those people to act like assholes, right? Isabela Ferrer, she didn't have to fit into this category, and now she does.
She literally didn't have to do like you had one job, girl. Hand over the text messages.
Yeah, and the sooner she accepts that she's gonna have to do that, the better.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Judge Lyman better not fuck this one up.
Oh boy.
Because this one is sitting right there for you to be like, get the fuck out of my face with this bullshit of emotion. If he was to grant this, I'm done. I might go on vacation. Like if he grants this, I'm going on vacation. Okay. I'm taking a vacation.
I took a little mini break from this for the last 3-4 days, and then this just came out. I was like, well, no, obviously I'm not gonna sit on this one. I'm gonna do it now, but
crazy.
I'm like, we're getting towards the period of time where it should be boring, and we're just waiting for trial. But no,
you know when her lawyer says like, "Oh, Miss Ferrer is the talented young actress up and coming." She ain't up and coming. She came up and she went back down, and now she's down there. God. She ain't coming up nowhere. I'm telling you,
so ridiculous.
Like I swear to God, like my hobby now is so when I say a prayer at night. One of them is to make sure Isabela Ferrer's next job is a winter one act in St. Louis in some like theater somewhere nobody goes to. You are not about to see nobody's big screen now. Because for what, like who's hiring you? Yeah, right. You wanted to be so attached to Blake and Taylor for life? You are.
You got one of them.
You got it. Because now you're over there. You know what? Maybe she could be the next godmother to them kids. She ain't got no job. She has time to pick kids up. She has time to help kids and stuff. She needs to go be the next godmother to them kids. Because the sure as that ain't finna be Taylor.
Yeah.
I'm sick of this shit. I am. I truly am. I didn't see this coming and I'm pissed off. Because I wish I had saw like... then again, there were no indications. The girl is not on the internet. Her lawyers are not responding to stuff. All I saw from this coming was, yeah, we accept the subpoena. We're going to give up what we have. And then if the messages look bad, they look bad. To come back with 23 goddamn pages of toilet paper.
I mean, there's another 66 in the other filing.
Exactly. Like for what?
It's like almost 100 pages on this bullshit.
And then the stuff that's redacted, I'm like, what the hell is redacted? Like, open that shit up. Let me see.
Yeah, I wish, man.
Like, why are we redacting that stuff? Why is that email that wait,
I want to be the person who works on who does the redacting in like court filing.
That would piss me off.
I want the drama and leave me alone. You pay me. You can pay me dirt.
Right? No, I would be pissed off. I would be pissed off enough that like I would leave it out. I would redact stuff that if you use like I would leave them. I would be like, oops, I forgot to hit save when I was done. So all of that shit made it to the docket. Oopsie.
Oh my God.
Pissed me off. Jesus. Did you see they included Katie Rose Pope's video where she says, why is Isabela hiding?
They pick the nicest person too. They
Like,
pick
I'm
the
like,
sweet
why did you
lady.
do that? I'm like, I made a
King,
whole video saying
King is
Isabela
a
was in an
lawyer. Yeah.
asylum. I'm like, I made a whole video saying she's in a loony bin, and you included Katie's video instead.
Oh my god. No, Katie's so sweet, and she is an attorney, so like
I
she understands
know,
this stuff.
and she was so nice.
You pick fucking Katie. You pick fucking all of the unhinged people covering this case, including the two of us. You pick Katie. Like
I
what are you
know,
doing, honey?
I
Katie,
know.
what are you doing? Like, oh my god.
They're like, yeah, let's pick Katie. She might not fight back. She might not make a second video. They're like, if you pick that Elsie bitch, she's making a second video.
Listen, Elsie. Once they open the can of worms with you, it's like it's never gonna
They're
end.
like,
Not when this
you pick
lawsuit is
that
over.
Elsie, you pick her, and we're going to court. No, do not. Let's pick Katie. I
This shit's
text
gonna.
Katie right away too. As soon as I saw Katie's name, I'm an instigator. I text her. I said, "Ooh, girl, they
Oh
got you."
no. No, they put you in one of these things that's going in your fucking obituary. So we're
It's
not, we're not gonna
over.
fuck with Elsie
It's
right now.
over. They're gonna sing that shit as the national anthem. As soon as they're done and the rockets, the aircrafts fly by, they're gonna be like, hold, a quick message from Elsie from the grave. She
Oh
wants
my
us to
god.
know she's on the docket. They would never live it down.
All right.
Oh my gosh.
I can't believe this lady's sitting here complaining about an Us Weekly article. I was like, lady, me too, bitch. Like,
I
I
just
didn't ask for
threw
that.
I
No.
just threw my eye on the document, and sadly social media has been harasser and harassing. Shut up. Nobody's harassing her. We're just telling her to pick up the phone and answer the goddamn subpoenas.
Her lawyer just has to answer the fucking email. Like, that's all.
Oh my god. Somebody's Baldoni explained that
Yep.
for wait, where are you? You want me to pick up the reading or you got it?
For example, Us Weekly right
Oh.
there.
For example, I can't on Us Weekly. Like, who the fuck is quoting Us Weekly? For example, on Us
My
Weekly
mom now.
article, your mom is wait. Does she have it printed on the fridge?
Not yet. I'll work on it.
Oh my days. Okay, I'm gonna stop laughing now. For example, an Us Weekly article about Baldoni's motion wrongly asserts that Baldoni explained that Ferrer's lawyer failed to respond. You did. You did fail to respond to the
Oh my god.
subpoena, making it seem as though Miss Ferrer disobeyed a validly served subpoena. First of all,
It wasn't
even
served. That's the
though
point. The whole point is that it wasn't served. What are you
this
talking
is so
about?
stupid, even though she has not, and that narrative is utterly false. Michaelman, bro, are you slow? Sadly, social media has been harsher and harassing due in part to the fact that the motion publicly discloses what Baldoni is loading what Baldoni claims to be two residential addresses for Ms. Ferrer. Implications that she has two residences are equally false. Okay, so give us the right one.
Who gives a shit about that? Who gave a shit about
Like,
that? That was not
Wayfair
the
probably
point.
had an address she had on file while she was making the movie, and then they thought they could
What
probably
the hell?
serve it there. Like, using the residential address Baldoni identified in the motion, some social media posters questioned why Miss Ferrer, as a young actress, was living in a residence valued at more than 1 million. Who said that?
Yeah, that's what y'all got out of that? Really?
Like,
You
who?
can get
I
rid
haven't
of all
seen
the
a
shit.
single. I haven't seen a single video about anybody asking why she lives at $1 million home.
This bitch could be living in there with like 12 roommates. I don't fucking know.
Exactly. And haven't people been speculating she's related to what's this face? Judge Clooney or something like that?
I
I
forgot.
don't know the facts on that, but like I haven't seen a single content like talking about the value of the home. Have you?
No.
Other posters, I can't. Other posters accused Miss Ferrer of dodging service and speculated Miss Ferrer was doing so at the direction of Lively. Well, was she? What, you didn't say she wasn't. You're saying they
Right.
alleged. More dangerous. Oh my god, this is ridiculous. More dangerous are the direct Jesus Christ. And they're not that dangerous. They're funny more than anything. More dangerous are the direct messages Miss Ferrer has received from social media users, some of which have come up with. Wait, before I continue, did you see the lady that says, "Hey, hun"? Anytime you receive,
No, let me pull it
you
up.
say "hun" to somebody, you're unhinged.
Hey, hun, I'm gonna murder you.
Oh my god. I'm like, no, who says that? I died. Let me see. No, she says they're gonna find you, hun. Sooner or later.
Okay, whatever lady sent that message, and I need to have a talk about her kind of
Oh my
character.
god, I saw Han and I died. I literally died. It was the I think it's the
Oh.
first text message, but if you want me to finish reading this, we
Yeah,
can. But
yeah.
that just made me laugh. More dangerous are the direct messages Miss Ferrer has received from social media users, some of which have come up with personal personal threats and hateful statements. There are no personal threats that I saw. Also, the people living at the addresses Baldoni publicly identified in the motions have who have now nothing whatsoever to do with this litigation are now subject to harassment. Oh please, ain't nobody harassing them.
What are you
Because
talking
Baldoni
about?
openly and no because Baldoni openly and knowingly violated the court's practice for sealing or redacting. Wait, are you shitting me? You
Let's
guys want
pretend
to
that
bring
nobody.
up redactions now?
Let's
Maybe
pretend
okay.
that suddenly the other side cares
First
about
of
redactions.
all, you guys are new here, so I'm gonna give you a pass. But over
Yeah,
here, around these parts, redactions don't mean shit.
really not.
Over here, we show kids' faces, we show addresses.
Yeah,
Fuck a redaction. Over here, everything goes. Are you kidding me? Baldoni openly and knowingly violated the court's practice of sealing, redacting non-party. Shove it up your ass. Everybody's information is out there. Go start with Jed's heart palpitations, then go to Perez's kids, then go to everybody's information is in the ether. Next, Jesus Christ.
yeah.
You gotta pull up the DMs because I can't. I want to show you. They're gonna find Jahan sooner or later.
Yeah, it's in here somewhere, or in the
Oh
next one.
my god!
I
No,
have the
it's
other
in.
one.
Yeah, it has its own. Like it's its own.
Yeah.
It's its own attachment. Anyway, argument. I can't fucking stand these
All right, we'll
people.
skim over this district stuff. Hang on. There's some
I
circumstance where
am
okay, we're
dead.
gonna skim over the boring law stuff because
Like around these parts, we don't redact. You just cross your fingers and say a
apparently,
prayer and hope nobody finds you.
I guess we're trying to do better with that, right?
Yeah, we're trying to do better. Like you're gonna pick this moment to bring up redactions? Yeah, we don't redact over here.
The motion is baseless because Baldoni has not taken any action to actually locate. Are you what?
Oh my
Oh, okay.
days.
To actually locate Miss Ferrer, and Baldoni does not have a shred of evidence to show that Miss Ferrer is evading service. Are you okay? Did somebody stroke out when they were writing this? Is this another AI hallucination?
Maybe the lawyer's response got stuck in the drafts and they didn't notice.
Good lord.
This is ridiculous.
Yeah. The motion focuses on Baldoni's attempts to effect personal service of the Baldoni subpoena on Miss Ferrer. Two of those attempts were made in an address Baldoni's process server confirmed was not Miss Ferrer's. During those two attempts, Baldoni. Then why are you so upset about the address?
Confirmed it wasn't hers because she didn't live there when they got there.
Why the fuck are you so upset about the addresses being on the thing?
Oh
What?
my god.
During those two attempts, Baldoni's process server spoke with the apartment's occupants who confirmed they did not know Miss Ferrer. Okay, then again, why are you so pressed?
Oh Jesus.
The process server also spoke with a number of people in the building, as well as the superintendent, all of whom indicated they did not know Miss Ferrer. The other four attempts were made in an address where the process server found no indication that Miss Ferrer resides. Wait, hold on. Found no indication that Miss Ferrer resides.
So wait, after all this, did they give us Miss Ferrer's real address or still no?
No! As well as the superintendent, all of whom indicated they did not know Miss Ferrer. The other four. Okay, sorry, no indication that Miss Ferrer resides, and which, according to a neighbor, is at times occupied by a middle-aged woman. Miss Ferrer does not live at that address, and you're complaining so much about the addresses on the record, but they're not hers.
This is ridiculous.
Nothing in the
Like
record.
that's what I'm saying. Like, give us the right address. Then we're sorry. We're so sorry we got that fucked up. Which is the right address? Let's get it to her.
Nothing in the record demonstrates that Miss Ferrer was actually aware of any of the attempts made to serve. Okay, but how about the emails to you, sir?
Exactly. Like you didn't see your emails either. They went straight to spam.
Right?
They went straight to spam.
Wait, this is like the best part. No, okay, nothing in the record demonstrates that Ms. Ferrer was actually aware of any of the attempts made to serve her at the two locations, nor did Baldoni's counsel even raise that personal service was being attempted on Ms. Ferrer, which they clearly could have done via email. You didn't answer the emails!
Wait, so this motion was ridiculous because now you're telling them they should have just sent it by email, but you want the judge to deny this motion? The fuck?
Wait, they did. They emailed this lawyer twice.
I'm dead.
They emailed him 2 times and he didn't answer. Like, what the hell?
Jesus Christ.
Oh my God.
No, but like, right, you realize that right now, the Wayfarer parties can respond to this opposition by just saying, On page 10, the man literally says, we could have done so by email, which they did. And now, you know what? Forget it. We'll try you by email again. Therefore, your motion to deny our motion should be denied. The fuck? What the hell?
This is crazy. All right.
RJ, grab me a water, please. No, water. Thank you.
Perhaps more important than the facts Baldoni's counsel provides in the motion's supporting declaration is the information that is absent from the submission. Baldoni never attempts to explain why these are appropriate addresses where Ms. Ferrer could be served, which is a factor courts heavily weigh when analyzing whether a party has acted within the requisite diligence. Blah, blah, blah. We're going to skim over this stuff because, like I said, this is something I want to go over with Omar. Okay. Worse yet, Baldoni fails to inform this court that Ms. Ferrer is already complying with another subpoena in this matter. I'm sorry, but does that matter? Because both sides can subpoena someone.
Apparently, we are sharing subpoenas. They're pretty much like, if Baldoni wants anything, go get it from Blake.
Is the defendant only allowed to use what the plaintiff wants? Is that
apparently because Blake is king?
Okay. Baldoni generally points to the fact that the court has allowed parties to use alternative means to serve other subpoenas in this case. Yeah, as a reason for allowing alternative means here. However, the circumstances of the court's recent order allowing service by alternative means were far different. Not really. There, the court granted a motion by Lively to serve non-party Rob Sullivan by alternative means. But there was not just Rob Sullivan. It was also Cynthia Barnes. It was also, there were a couple others.
That's when they were asking about Perez, because they were like, Perez is supposed to be represented by Wayfarer.
And then Perez basically just emailed them and was like, give it to me.
It's like, give that shit over here.
Yeah, right? All right, let's see.
You know what I just found funny, Lauren?
What?
Is the fact that we've been trying to schedule a live together for like the better part of 6 months and we haven't been able to do them, but somehow I was like, this is infuriating. Call me. And we are successfully doing a night live.
Yeah, no, right? It's crazy. Let's see. The court explained that Lively had verified the address where attempts to serve were made was, in fact, Mr. Sullivan's residence. Service attempts were made at times when someone appeared to be home, providing an inference that Mr. Sullivan could be avoiding service or was at least aware that attempts to personally serve him were being made. The court then found that numerous attempts to personally serve Mr. Sullivan at his actual residence at times when occupants appeared to be home demonstrated the necessary diligence to allow the court to grant Lively's motion to proceed with alternative methods of service. So, again, emailing you, the counsel for this person who filed this document, that wasn't sufficient?
Apparently, the fuck not.
I don't fucking understand.
This case is funny.
Yeah, right.
This shit is comedy now. At some point, you gotta laugh, because what the hell?
The purpose of the motion and the underlying subpoena is to harass Ms. Ferrer as part of a broader, coordinated campaign against her. Again, honey, do you want to see a harassing subpoena?
Hey, Lauren.
You and I need to talk. What's up?
It's hun.
No, honey.
It's hun, okay?
No. Honey to me is more condescending.
Oh my God.
You can call me hun all day long. That's fine. Don't call me honey, though.
Oh my God. No.
Both the motion and
I'm laughing at that DM that said hun. That's why it's the guy that stuck in my head.
Oh, no. I know.
Hey, hun.
I knew where
hey, hun, they're going to find you sooner or later. That's just.
I'm going to get you.
Seriously.
Both the motion and the related Baldoni subpoena have underlying purposes that go well beyond pursuing legitimate discovery from a non. Are you fucking nuts?
I think we've established that.
A subpoena that requires a non-party to produce documents produced in connection with any subpoena in the action is not aimed at uncovering new evidence or information. So that
what the hell is it then?
I actually don't understand that one. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Those documents are, by their very nature, materials the parties have readily available to them in the litigation. Well, I don't think the parties have Lively and Isabela's communications available to them.
Right. Instead, both the motion and the Baldoni subpoena are transparent efforts to exert pressure on Ms. Ferrer, both in the litigation and in connection with other pending disputes. Rushing to file the motion before conducting the necessary diligence to support a proper request for service by alternative means allowed Baldoni to publicly disseminate addresses that could have been Ms. Ferrer's home, but you knew they weren't, so why the fuck are you whining? This sort of conduct from Baldoni is not new. Again, this is ridiculous because, of course, the mainstream is going to pick up on this. And they're not going to see every single time the other side of the line has done this. And it's going to be a huge deal.
You know, quick question, Lauren. What are the chances we get a TV series out of this? Like, do you think the Wayfarer parties have the balls? Like, does Wayfarer Studio have the balls to like
No, I
create a
don't think
show.
so. I
I
don't think so.
would die if they did. Like, can you imagine the money they
I
would
don't think
make?
they would ever do something like that. Wayfair seems very focused on like stories that make a difference and stuff like that. They
That's what
don't
I'm
seem like
saying. But
yeah.
this story would make a difference in litigation moving forward. Like, I need, if the way first studios don't do it, do we just start our own fundraiser and do like a stage play? Like, I would act in a stage play
Yeah, right.
enacting this bullshit because are you kidding me? I don't want
Are
a
you gonna be fun?
documentary. No, I want a TV show.
Yeah.
Pure laughs of this bullshit. Like, and
Oh,
every episode is just docket readings and somehow it's hilarious.
yeah, right.
Can we
Not even,
get that? That would just feed families.
well, just hit me up with the contract, but it has to include something about indemnity. So
Yeah, no, I want all the indemnity in there. Like, please pay for all my shit.
we're
Pay
gonna
for all
need
my
that.
shit.
You can control my responses, guys. That's fine.
Jesus, Poison Lively.
Instead, the motion and Baldoni subpoena are transparent efforts to exert pressure on Ms. Ferrer, rushing to file the motion before conducting the necessary diligence to support a proper request for service by alternative means, allowed Baldoni to publicly disseminate addresses that could have been Ms. Ferrer's home. This sort of conduct from Baldoni is not new, and Baldoni has been improperly attempting to exert control over Miss Ferrer ever since Miss Ferrer received the lively subpoena. That is a
I
bunch of
hate
fucking
that.
bullshit.
I
That is a
hate that.
bunch. That is so much fucking bullshit.
I hate that so badly.
The court has taken decisive action in the past in order to address Baldoni's misuse of court process for
Oh my
improper.
God.
Okay, and I talked about this the other day, um, where like people say the judge is one sided and what he strikes and all that stuff, and I'm like, well, one side is whining to the judge and
Yeah,
asking
and
him
the
to
other side is
he's
like
not
chest out, with good face
right.
front, do the job and
He's
get
not,
out
yeah,
of there.
they're not asking for that shit. So it's
Yeah.
this is a mischaracterization. I feel as far as like people who misuse the docket. It doesn't matter. Like it doesn't matter that they subpoenaed us improperly and harassed us with her subpoenas because they withdrew when they knew they would get fucked for it. It
But
doesn't matter that they did X, Y, Z because Justin Baldoni's lawyers aren't coming out and saying, "Judge, Judge, please, please, Judge, help us." You know what I mean? Like it's not.
can I
Not
tell you something though?
yeah. What's up?
Reading this and us talking about this right now, I'm realizing how very, very similar, almost eerily the same. The language, the tonation, everything sounds like we're reading a motion to strike, a motion to
Right.
deny
Yeah.
from Gottlieb or Ezra.
Yep. Yep.
It's
Yep.
almost as if Ezra or Gottlieb wrote this and told that Michael Mann signed the fucking bottom. They
Yep.
literally rolled up on him and were like, sign the fucking bottom right now.
Yeah.
Like it sounds like if you close your eyes and just listen, there is nothing about this that doesn't give Mike Gottlieb or Ezra Hudson writing in response to something Kevin Fritz wrote. Like
Yeah.
it sounds exactly as though we are
Well,
listening
yeah,
to Blake's team.
we know Ezra Hudson doesn't respond to emails, so maybe she's
We
the
know
same
that much.
lawyer.
But like it's so weird how similar. Like and I understand as lawyers speak and everything, but like even the cadence, the tonation,
Yeah.
I couldn't tell you this was a new lawyer we are talking about here. It just sounds like Ezra and Michael Gottlieb responding to something Baldoni or not Baldoni, Brian Freeman or Kevin Fritz wrote to them. It sounds so bizarre. Like now that I'm thinking about it, it just is like they're definitely like back there colluding. Allegedly,
Hmm.
but they're colluding. They're colluding. I said it. Sue me.
So they're talking about the May 2025 letter, which you all know that was about Taylor Swift, the one that got struck, and then on August 8th, of course, the recent one with
Whining. More
the
whining.
redacted transcript also got struck. The court should take a similar approach to Baldoni's misconduct here when assessing whether to allow Baldoni to serve a subpoena on Ms. Ferrer using a lesser alternative means. This is ridiculous.
Yep.
Baldoni used the motion to publicly disseminate personally identifying information. I'm not going to read through this because we already seen that point, and I think it's still fucking stupid. Let's see. Baldoni previously tried to leverage indemnity obligations owed to Ms. Ferrer to control of Ms. Ferrer's response to other discovery directed to her in this litigation. No. 3. Baldoni's subpoena largely covers materials that lively subpoena covered, highlighting the harassing nature of Baldoni's discovery conduct, which I think is dumb as fuck because it doesn't mean that's exactly the same. Okay. Baldoni's conduct warrants sanctions pursuant to Rule 45.
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Can we stop,
Yeah.
please? Can we stop with the sanctions? Like enough.
Right.
You got the ball in your court, dribble it around, take a fucking shot and move on.
Mhm.
Your Honor, no, no, we dribble, crying. Shut up. Enough. Enough of the fucking whining. Especially when you want indemnation from the wayfarer parties. What the hell
Yeah.
sanctions? What, you want them to pay themselves? Like what?
So fucking dumb, dude.
Jesus. It's enough with the sanctions.
Ugh.
Play the game and get off the fucking court. I'm tired of this.
Right. Rule 45 provides the court with the authority to protect non-parties from Well, don't I know about that, baby?
Oh
From
my
misuse of the subpoena
God.
process. More specifically, Rule 45D1 allows the court to monetarily sanction a party responsible for issuing and serving a subpoena, where the party fails to take reasonable steps to avoid imposing undue burden or expense. Hey, buddy, what's going on?
RG, please. I'm sorry. That's my son. He's like,
I
bro, you
know. I'm
cannot
just
be in the
wondering who's
live.
okay.
You cannot be in the live. Why are you getting these are your outside clothes you wore for today? You're not putting them back on.
Well,
No.
maybe he wants to go outside.
We're in for the night, ma'am. It's 10:30. Ain't nobody stepping foot out this here household.
I'm gonna go
Go
outside right
no.
now.
We're not leaving. Please. No.
Okay. Anyways, monetary sanctions for a party responsible for issuing and serving a subpoena where the party fails to take reasonable steps to avoid imposing undue burden or expense on a person subject to the subpoena. Again, I know this one. Yep. This portion of Rule 45 was intended primarily to protect a non-party witness as a result of a misuse of the subpoena process. You want to talk about a misuse of the subpoena process? It's when you try to subpoena the bank account of someone who's not a material witness to this case. But
But hey, never mind. Just before you found the way to quash, actually, we take that shit back.
yeah.
Please.
Rule 45D1 also allows the court to impose sanctions if the subpoena itself improperly will result in undue burden or expense to the party being subpoenaed. Subpoenas that are not reasonably tailored to produce new information relevant to the case fall squarely within the conduct prohibited by Rule 45D1. Okay. For the reasons discussed in Section 3B3 of this opposition brief, the Baldoni subpoena is facially overbroad. Okay, man. It purports to command the production of documents that were previously produced in response to earlier subpoenas, and it significantly overlaps with other subpoenas to which Ms. Ferrer has already been compelled to respond. The Baldoni subpoena is precisely the type of subpoena that will cause undue burden and expense to Ms. Ferrer. The measure of sanctions prescribed by Rule 45D1 includes the attorney's fees and expenses incurred in challenging the sanctionable conduct. Importantly, where a court determines that a challenged subpoena should not have been issued, everything done in response to it constitutes an undue burden or expense within the meaning of Rule 45E1. Should the court conclude that an award of fees and costs is appropriate, Ms. Ferrer respectfully requests that the court set a briefing schedule for the calculation of the award.
If you're broke, just say that. If you're broke and you want some change, just say that.
Right.
Please. I'm tired.
Yeah.
It's giving broke energy.
All right,
What
let me go
the hell?
through. We'll go through some of these exhibits, and then
I'm like, we are not finna sit through 69 69
No.
episodes of bullshit. Like, I refuse. I
So
will
we're
leave your
halfway
ass
down.
high and dry.
This is an email from Michaelman, however you say it. Saying, "Dear Mr. Friedman, this firm represents Isabela Ferrer. Great, accept service of her subpoena."
Yeah, this was the demand for they were responding to the demand for indemnification.
Okay. So we're gonna skim over this stuff because that's something I want to go over with Omar again, just somebody who understands indemnification a little bit better. So Exhibit 3 here. Which one is this?
This is when I think they were responding to the indemnification. Teresa Thompson was saying yes to the indemnification stuff.
And here's like one of the emails from Mitra that they had cited in there. It says, following up in the attachment below. Also, my colleagues have emailed you twice. To confirm, but they didn't do their due diligence. You will accept service on behalf of your client. I appreciate it.
And you didn't fucking respond. I appreciate a confirmation by the end of the day.
No
confirmation. The confirmation never came.
Yeah, exactly. Exhibit 5. Oh my God. Will you accept the service of process on behalf of your client? How dare they ask that question? As mentioned, the clarification was requested by Jams. Hold on. Requested by Jams.
Wait, Jams asked for the clarification?
Will you accept service of process on behalf of your client?
Oh.
Jams asked for, clarification.
I guess they didn't clarify that shit either.
Well, I think they probably did, but they're trying to say that they didn't. I don't know. I'm thinking there's something else to the story here.
You need a lawyer for that.
Yeah. Let's see. Exhibit 6. Okay. So this is the bad press that we're talking about. Here's Us Weekly. Justin Baldoni demands Blake Lively's text with It Ends With Us co-star Isabela Ferrer. So again, like this is not like a huge news story, I feel like, but they are going to kind of sensationalize it a little bit, make it get headlines. Like, of course, he wants to see those text messages. Blake also sent her a subpoena for some certain information. This is not like a bombshell story, but they seem to know how to make it one. Let's see. We're gonna skim through. I'm not gonna read that fucking. I'll skim through the article. Exhibit 7 is Instagram messages to Isabela from randos. This one says, "They're gonna find you, hun, sooner or later. You chose wrong. Blake the Snake is gonna ruin your career before it even began. Hashtag justice for Justin, and you suck, bish."
That's not cool. The bitch part is wild. But they're gonna find you, hun, is funny.
Honestly, it sounds more like a troll than anything. Like,
Exactly. That's why, like, when they said the most dangerous of all are the personal messages, I don't think the messages are dangerous. They're like trolly and very funny, but like, I wouldn't
yeah.
have called her the B word, but they censored it. They said bish.
Yeah,
Not bitch.
I would not send anyone
A
messages like
DM,
this at
yeah.
all. I feel like it can be construed as like
For
mildly,
sure. For
you
sure. It's
know,
yeah, it gets
yeah,
stalkery. And online is a crazy place. Online is
yeah.
a crazy place. So I
Uh,
wouldn't, and I said as much in my video that I made. I'm like, don't send her a DM, but like, it's still
yeah,
funny. Like, it's more funny than dangerous that they're trying to make it be.
yeah. I mean, it's insane, and I can understand as someone who's been on the receiving end of it why at first it can be unsettling.
Yeah, for
But
sure.
like, if you're like a Hollywood person trying to be in these big budget of films and stuff that are successful, like you have to expect to, unfortunately, and it's just unfortunate reality. You have to
Yeah.
expect to get some messages like that, and it sucks. It
I'm
sucks.
dying at this person's profile picture.
Oh, yes, it's the Blake.
It's the lips. Why the
Okay.
lips circled?
Tell Izzy to stop dodging her subpoena and tell the truth, or she's gonna lose her audience with her silence. It's so obvious Ryan and Blake are paying for her
What
lawyer.
audience?
I
And wait,
don't
who
know.
did they send this to? Because it says tell Izzy. Did they just send this assuming somebody's checking her DMs, or
I fucking guess,
did they
man.
send this to her lawyer? I don't know. Who did they send this to?
I
It's so
don't
obvious
know.
Ryan and Blake are paying for lawyers, and the reason she's hiding her choosing silence is back in Blake and she crazy. Did I say Shay crazy?
Crazy.
If she thinks the internet, see, if you're gonna send a DM, make sure there are no spelling
Yeah.
mistakes. If she thinks the internet is going to forget how she's acting now, that fake ass oh.
Why is she a crackhead, guys? Why is she a crackhead? I don't understand the connection between this and crack, but all right.
Crack is
Somebody,
whack and Blake is
somebody's on
whack.
crack. Yeah. Hey Judas, why are you running away? Face the
I'm
consequences of your
dead
act.
at Judas.
Look, that's rude, but it's coming
They
from a
got
rando with a
biblical with it.
it's rude, but it's coming from like a rando with a cartoon profile
That's
picture.
definitely a bot. You see how they didn't show like the followers?
Yeah. I
That's
don't think we
definitely a
need to freak
bot.
out. Blake
Now,
and,
whose grandma is this?
Blake and Ryan will take you down with them and do the honorable thing, tell the truth.
That's not bad. Like, that's not a bad message.
No, it's annoying, but it's not bad.
Yeah.
It's time, Izzy. They spelled Izzy wrong. I think it's time, Izzy. The subpoenas are knocking. Your career is over, so at least do the right thing, girl. You might get your career back in 3 to 5 or 35 years back with hiding. Never. People will not forgive you. And the two absolute losers, BL and RR, are over anyways. I would not be scared.
Losers. I love the fact that you
Losers.
didn't say losers, so you said losers.
Okay, do the right thing, Isabela. If that was your dad or family member being accused of doing something they never did, you'd want someone to do the honorable thing too. This is actually not a bad message.
I see. I
Yeah,
didn't hate this one too badly. I
yeah, I
didn't
should
hate
probably
it.
stop with the accents. What's
Yeah.
happening to Justin isn't what's
No,
happening
but
to
this
Justin
person's
isn't fair.
profile picture is like looking over the ocean. They seem zen, so make sure you're
Yeah,
reading
right.
it kind of zen.
Yeah. This is kind of just like that this person just like said something she didn't like, I guess. That's not rude. Okay. What's happening to Justin isn't fair. It's ruining his family and career. Here we got Justin Ocean. So that's either
Mm-hmm.
super thin or somebody's insane. Why are you avoiding being subpoenaed? You need to be on the right side of history and just fucking go to court and say what happened.
They're not asking her to go to court just yet.
Yeah. Isabela, please stand up and do the right thing. Speak the truth about Justin Baldoni. This situation is incredibly unfair to you. I agree. But please consider that if you don't stand up for the truth, this will haunt you for the rest of your life. I do not think that lying for Blake Lively is the person you are.
Like,
again,
why is this in here?
this
This is
again,
not
this is not harassment.
at all.
No.
And this person was super respectful. And like,
Right.
I'm guessing she just sat by her phone on Wednesday around 10 and 11 and just screenshotted all these because I'm looking now and they all were like around 11, 10, like 12, like all the. She just sat on her phone on that Wednesday when it came out that they're trying to subpoena her. And I guess we made
Yeah.
our content about it. And then
No, I guess so.
the messages started going out to her. And she's like, well, I guess I'm going to screenshot all these and send it to Michaelman. And Michaelman can use
Yeah.
this to fight for me. Give me.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
No, this isn't harassing at all.
But like
Somebody
none of the,
says,
like honestly, like as much as it could be unsettling for people to DM you and everything, there's not a single one of these messages that like say if I read them and I genuinely can be like, I mean the first one like calling her like the B word, like even then like they censor themselves too, but I'm kind of like I don't see how you're calling this harassment.
yeah. No, that's nuts. I mean, when you're a celebrity and or a movie star or whatever, obviously, yeah, like we said before, like people are gonna message you all the time, and some of it's gonna be like
Of
unwanted, like I don't
course.
want to respond to this, but you don't have to respond. Just don't respond.
Yeah.
That's
Like
it.
you can't expect people to be like, "Oh, you look so beautiful in this. You are so good in this movie," but then when there's bad stuff, you don't think they're gonna DM you?
Well, somebody's DMing you and saying like I'm coming to your house. That's a problem.
Yeah, yeah, for
Somebody's
sure.
DMing you and saying like you're a freaking, and then like
You
using
need to
all the
tell the
language I
truth.
use, you know?
It's not that serious. Like it's
Yeah,
not that deep. I don't
right,
see it as like harassment
right.
because I've seen
Um,
some crazy stuff.
somebody says this is better than celebs reading bad tweets about
I
themselves.
saw that. I just saw that comment from Monica. That's
Guys,
funny.
I'm trying to get Elsie to do a stream with me where we read mean
We
comments about
read mean
ourselves.
comments. That
Yeah,
would
we're gonna
eat.
do that.
Like that would be fun.
We gotta do that.
We need
Um,
to.
I did that once before. We're gonna raise money for the charity. So that's
No more.
yeah. Your career is gonna tank, and I'm glad. Okay, well that one's kind of rude.
My thing with that is, where's the career?
I don't know. Again, I don't know. Exhibit 8. Oh, this is Reddit.
Oh,
Oh
this is
no.
Reddit. I didn't make it there.
Sorry, this post was removed by Reddit's filter, so it didn't even stay there. But it says Wayfair Party attorney requests alternative service to Isabela Ferrer, declining to redact her personal addresses. Okay. Both sides need to stop with the personal information. I agree with that.
Yeah, this person, I don't love
Everybody
that he
needs to be
didn't
more careful.
redact it. Yeah.
Everybody all around on every side of this lawsuit, every party needs to be more careful with that.
Yeah.
There are a lot of crazy people out there that could harm someone. There's no need for it to be public. I agree with that.
Yeah. But then again, I'm like, I
Yeah.
thought her lawyer said she doesn't live at any of those addresses.
Right, again. They doxed the address, including apartment number and Super's telephone number of a place where 3 residents said she didn't live at, and they doxed the address and license plate of 2 cars found at the second location. Again, I don't love that. I don't love that. I mean, there are things that I can like look at objectively and be like, I don't think that was cool. That wasn't a good idea. They should have
Yeah.
redacted that. But and this
Like
is one of those things.
for
Yeah.
example, when I made my video, when I was reading the docket on my own, because typically I would read it on my, it's very rare that like I will start making a video when I haven't read the docket yet. Because like
Right.
your format is kind of to read it with everybody. I
Mhm.
typically read the document through the day, then I sit down
Yeah.
at night and make my videos. And I remember specifically when I was reading the docket, if you watch my video back, I actually just skipped over the part where I talk about her address. I just talk about the fact that they try to get like the subpoena to her and
Mhm.
couldn't find her, but I didn't even like show or say the address
Yeah.
on my stream, on my video, because I'm like, it's not, that information is quite literally irrelevant. Where she lives or how many times they went there or which address they went to is irrelevant. All that matters is they didn't find her there.
Yeah.
So I didn't even show that. And I know people had access to it, but I still didn't want that on my
Right.
platform.
Right. And I agree with that.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Why is the border around us filing? Oh, what?
I don't know. I guess some
like,
filing they
that's
accidentally sent it in with a bankruptcy tag on it
bankruptcy.
or something. I don't know. It's probably a mistake.
Guys, she doesn't have any money. She's like, let me see. Go back up. There was this comment that says she doesn't have any money.
Yeah, right.
She's like,
Anyways,
are they
those
trying to say she's
comments,
like an up
yeah,
and coming actress? Maybe.
yeah.
Why
I
is
mean,
Isabella hiding?
shout out to Sweet but not dumb. You made it.
Oh my
Okay.
God.
Let's see. Again, this is just like people on Reddit talking. Like,
Yeah.
if people are allowed to do that. I don't know what you really want to.
Hey, go back. They put her text message between her and Justin. Why would they put that? So, and then that's like her text to him calling him a
I
safe.
guess. Yeah, I guess they just included it because they weren't really thinking about it. Hang on, let me move this comment.
Yeah, the person there was a response on the bottom there. Maybe that's what they were trying to point to. And this
You
is
did awesome.
horrible. Like,
Yeah. She's saying, thanks so much. I'm so excited. Thanks for being a great director and being so wonderful to work with already. Let me know whenever you need me for anything. And then she also says to Justin, hey, just got my film
yeah,
developed when we were shooting. So here's this sweet pic. I also have to say thank you so much for an incredible experience on my first film. I still can't shake the feeling of it all because it truly was life changing for me. You were such a wonderful, smart, and sincere director, and you created such a comfortable, safe space for me. Wow. To
like,
feel
can
like
I
I
just say,
yeah,
as much as her lawyer wants to make it out to, because I hated that the lawyer was like, well, she was like an up and coming actress. This was her first project. Obviously, she's gonna
right.
send this to her director.
Yeah,
Almost as if to say she didn't really feel this way. She only sent this because he's a director of her first film and she wants to work again.
that's fucking bullshit though. This came out of nowhere. Like you can see this came out of nowhere.
Like, that's my point. It literally came out
Yeah.
of nowhere. It was unprovoked.
2 months later. 2 months
And
later.
and the way she said so much on the
Uh, did we lose it?
on the timeline of relevant events,
Hmm.
when they did, like somebody had come on set and was given interviews of the actors and actresses,
Hmm.
they gave her questions to answer, and one of her answers, she literally said, like, this has been such a good experience, so good. She said so like 5 times.
Right.
In the Okay, who made her say that?
Yeah.
Not a soul. Not, no pun
Mhm.
intended. So like, this is, she felt this way. This was her experience. Even Alex, her co-star, the young Atlas, he literally talked about Justin the same exact way. And even the grown man, Brendan Sklenar, talked about him the same way before he was infected
Yeah.
by the virus, Poison
Yeah.
Lively. So like, I don't know how, like, the lawyer is trying to make it seem like, well, anybody would have sent this message to the director
Yeah.
after working on their first movie, like, as if,
No,
like,
absolutely not.
don't take any weight into this, like, this doesn't mean anything. Yes,
No.
the fuck it does.
She could have left it at what she last said to him, but instead she went out of her way to say all this about him making it such a safe place and all that. Um, so, God. So I feel like this when Blake subpoenaed her, they're saying Blake asked for largely the same things. When Blake subpoenaed her, it wasn't entirely the same thing, was it? Because she's not going to ask for things that are incriminating to her, or she might not ask for things that even like make Isabella look bad. But when Justin subpoenas Isabella, they're going to want all that.
Yep.
And so now they're like, it's clear to me that they're just lashing out at him because they're like, well, we have to stop this from happening. Blake didn't ask for this, so you can have whatever Blake had, but you can't
Had,
have
yeah.
anything else.
And it's crazy how, like, if her lawyers feel like this, why didn't you come out and say, well, she doesn't deserve to be in here when Blake subpoenaed her?
Right. Exactly. But of course
Somebody
they didn't.
says her text to him calling him a safe space
Safe
until
space.
Blake got a hold of her. Can't wait to
Yep.
see what's in those texts between. Exactly, and that's exactly the reason why we have this response. It's definitely what's in their text messages.
And if
Because
Blake
I don't
look at
care
her,
about requests for, like, bro, is something in your throat? Are you a frog?
yes,
What
I
is
am.
happening? Did you
What is
swallow a frog?
Yes, I did.
No, I'm talking to the boy.
I know you're talking to. Okay. No one sends a message like this unless they mean it. It's one thing to say thank you, but to show genuine gratitude in this way comes from a real place, which honestly makes Isabella's behavior at the premiere so much more shameful. Uh, totally agree with that. I don't
Yep.
know why they're including this in here. It makes her look terrible.
It does. Which is
Uh,
why I'm telling you, like, and like, this is like a horrible way to add like proof from online. Like, what am I supposed to be looking at? You're not even highlighting
right.
exactly which ones are important to you or not.
This whole thing was nuts. This whole
It's,
filing was nuts.
I guess my pre-recorded video is gonna be much shorter now because you guys heard all
Yeah.
my thoughts here. I vented because I
Yeah.
was like, I turned the camera on. I was about to start going in. Okay,
Yeah.
and I was like, I need an adult. I need an adult. I
And
need an
so
adult.
she couldn't find an adult, so she called a teenager.
And
So
then
there you
my
go.
notification popped up. It's like, Lauren is online. I said, there's a God. There is a God, and I serve him. Let's go.
All
I
right.
said,
Well,
let's
I
go to
better go.
Lauren.
I don't know why you're dying on this hill, Lauren. Well, I'm not dying on this hill. I plan on getting up in the morning, but thank you, Jocelyn.
Jocelyn, girl, if you don't pack yourself up, don't piss
Yeah.
me off. I'm already not in the mood. Just
Just a little timeout. How about that? There we go.
don't do it. Don't
Too
do it,
late.
girl.
Too late. Already did.
Don't do it, girl.
All right. I gotta get
Oh
to. I
my
gotta wind down a little bit. Maybe I'll like play some puzzles or something. And go to bed. So.
All
Oh
right.
wait, I gotta read through these first though. Hang on.
What do
You
we
might have
got?
some too. Let's see. McHighlife, thank you for the $2. I guess we know where Isabela stands. Yeah.
Yep.
Rainy Day Sprite, thank you for the $5. Did the wannabe cunt file a CRD too? Is she being retaliated against? We welcome you to the cunt club. No CRD complaint yet, but you know. Rainy Day, thank you for the 5. Ari Emanuel has promised her some shit where she went down on his
Oh wow.
Wow. Whoa. Okay.
That's dark.
Someone else is angry too, I guess.
That's
Tess,
dark.
thank you for the $2. Can Brian Friedman serve this lawyer tomorrow? And this is moot. They can respond to this. Yes. I don't know if it's going to be tomorrow, but they can respond. Jalo of Creative Tennis, thank you for the $10. She definitely has something to hide. It's just a simple subpoena. What a wild nightmare for Justin. Literally hired the worst betraying artist for his film. Yeah, well, I mean, he did include, Blake, who is. People argue that Blake is not an A-lister, but she's married to an A-lister, and she has a lot of power and influence. So, like, it was a tough time for him when she took over everything. So, it does suck. Let's see. McHighlife, thank you for the 5. Why does she refer to Baldoni instead of Wayfarer parties? Am I lost? You're not. I don't know why she
Nope.
refers to Baldoni instead of Wayfarer parties. I think.
No, because I mean they're trying to definitely it's on purpose. Even that
Yeah.
like there's stuff like the lawyer says that they're trying to say it back to like Kevin Fritz or Brian Freeman, but they say Baldoni as
Uh-huh.
if Justin wrote that shit back to them. It's
Yep.
definitely like they're teeing it up for the headlines. Just you guys brace yourself. Tomorrow's not gonna be fun.
Rainy
Just
days.
if you're in here, brace yourself. Tomorrow is gonna be a bad day. I
Oh,
can already tell you that.
it's gonna be shit.
At least half of the morning because they put this out at nighttime. The interns are scrambling at
Yeah.
People Magazine and TMZ. 8 a.m., 9 a.m. The headlines are gonna be buzzing.
It's gonna be like the day that Blake's team filed out that thing about the tag list that we couldn't
Yep.
prove wasn't true until the next week.
Yep.
It's gonna be like that for a day or
It's
two.
gonna be a bad day. So just get you a blanket
Rainy Day
and
also
curl
says,
up.
we bow to her for her distant relationships with George Clooney. Thank you for the 5. Lori J. Bain, thank you for the 5. First, Blake pretends it ain't her diarrhea running down her leg. Now Isabella's wiping in both their backs while blaming Justin. Wow, cunt Jr. Oh,
That's nasty.
well, thank you for that. McHighlife, thank you for the 5. I think Isabela wants to be Sophie and pretend Blake is Margot.
Oh, wait. If you know, you know, and I know. Lauren, do you know?
No.
Bitch.
What?
Wait, you should know. This is right up your alley. These are your
Why,
people.
Is this gay?
Yes.
Oh.
Netflix, The Hunting Wives. Go
Oh,
watch it
I
now.
gotta look that up.
You got
If
to.
you don't text it to me, I'll forget, I promise.
I'll text you as soon as we get off here.
Rainy Day Sprite, thank you for the $2. Does Isabela know the mole wasn't real?
The mark is the mark.
AKA the cat lady, thank you for being a member for 8 months. Just checked Isabella is Rosemary Clooney's granddaughter. Okay, that's the relation. Elsie, this one's for you.
Oh, the balls to bring up redactions. Seriously, like, can we not? We got past redactions in February. They stopped doing redactions back in February, guys.
I got another one for you here, Elsie.
Oh my god, gonna have to replay. Oh, hi CJ. Gonna have to do replay crew for the rest, but stay on their next. Elsie, thanks for the laughs. I appreciate you, CJ.
Oh my lord. CJ, thank you for the 5. Gonna do replay crew for the rest. Glad y'all reading this because this would have had me raging on my own. Yep.
Somebody says, wait, what the fuck was that filing by Isabella's attorneys? Guys, did you just get here? Somebody says, swear he's Ezra's twin. We brought that up already.
Oh my god, totally. Seashells Bells, thank you for the 5. The first sentence written was, she has done everything she can to avoid this litigation, then says she's not avoiding service, girl, please.
Yep.
Rainy Day Sprite, thank you for the 5. What is Ryan's connection to the woman who claimed against Costner?
Costner? Who gave the snide eye? Oh,
okay. People are asking if they have any connection to that lady who made the accusations against him because Kevin Costner, I guess, looked at them in a dirty way.
Yeah.
I don't totally know about that.
That was at the SNL thing when they were doing their bit and Kevin Costner was in there like, this shit is not funny.
Yeah, that was that. Jane
they did this to stop all the talk about Taylor. Good luck.
Once Taylor's album comes out, it's over for
Good luck. Ruin the friendship.
Monica Schellenbarger, thank you for the $50. Thank y'all for making my night. Well, thank you for being with us. Yeah, thank you so much.
Lauren, I'm sending my Cash App now. I'm completely joking, guys. Do not clip that. They're gonna be like, you guys, somebody sent Lauren $50 and Elsie was like, she wants half. I'm completely fucking with her.
I need to ask you one last question before we leave.
Go ahead.
The song Ruin the Friendship on Taylor Swift's album, about Blake or no?
I think this whole song doesn't have to be about her. The title and a bar or two in the song could be. Does that make sense? Like, I don't know that Taylor Swift is spending like an entire 3-4 minutes on a track about Blake Lively when it's only 12 tracks, because she's normally known for like 20 tracks, like Tortured Poets or whatever. But I feel like the title alone could be, and then we could get a line or two. Like, I hope she finds a new godmother for them kids. You know? And then that's enough, if you know, to be like, damn, it's about Blake.
That would actually break me.
But I don't know. I don't know that I think she's gonna spend a whole 2.5 to 3 minutes talking about Blake on a song. You know what I mean? I feel like the title and then maybe a bar or two. But again, I would take a whole song. You never know. I'll take a whole song if I have to.
I'm going in with low expectations. I feel like
Same.
I'm saying no. I'm gonna say there's nothing. So if there is anything, I'll be pleasantly surprised.
Yeah, I'm okay with that too. Yeah. I'm okay enough with the title hinting there is a possibility. Yeah. But I have no expectations. But I'm leaving my mind open for my mind to be blown. I'm allowing myself, and the fact that I'm like being inducted into the Swiftie thing is so weird to me.
Oh God, it's
because I never cared before, but like I'm finding myself, I'm sipping the Kool-Aid. I'm not drinking.
People are like, "Oh God, Lauren, you're a Swiftie now." I'm like, I wouldn't go that far.
I wouldn't go that far. I'm sipping the Kool-Aid. I'm eating the crumbs. I'm not eating a whole Swiftie cookie. Does that make sense? Like,
yeah. We'll have to get there. We're warming up to it.
I'm nibbling on a Swiftie cookie.
They're gonna have to be fresh
for sure.
Yeah, none of those day-old cookies.
Yeah. Oh my God. How did we successfully do like a good live without planning it? Maybe that's what we need to do. Just like,
oh no, that was a mess.
It was. It truly was. It truly was.
All right.
But I appreciate it. It was fun. It was good. I calmed down enough to make like a good pre-recorded video. And I guess people will hear a lot of repeated thoughts on that video, but hey, take it or leave it.
Whatever, dude.
And not everybody made it to the live, so it's okay. It's gonna still be informative.
Everybody's gonna hear repeated thoughts on all the mainstream media outlets tomorrow. So.
Yeah. Oh my God. Somebody says, thank you for saying what I said, Elsie. I'm behind the live stream, but great minds think alike. I wish I knew exactly because I have said some shit up in here today. So I don't know which one, but I would have to watch myself back and be like, girl, thank you for having me, Lauren. I appreciate you.
Oh yeah, thanks for coming in. I wasn't expecting anyone else to be awake.
Yeah, no, I'm up. I told you I'm always up. I'm normally not
I thought you were kidding, but I guess not.
Yeah, I'm awake till like 3 a.m., 4 a.m. And then it's enough BL is worried about it.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, no, she's scared for sure.
All right. Thanks, everyone. We'll talk to you later.
Bye. See you guys on my video tomorrow morning. I'll try to post it by 7 a.m.
I'll be there.
Bye.